How then does Kant's deontological theory, Kant's categorical imperative, fare from the perspective of the first criterion, that is consistency with our considered moral judgments? Those are our moral judgments that we've given careful consideration to, that we've made freeing ourselves of bias, etc., that we think we've thought about them a lot. We think they're pretty solid, and we're going to hold on to them until we have a really good reason to doubt that they're right. And that is, we're going to hold on to them, but we might have to give them up, depending, if there's a good enough theory that can show us that we're mistaken, we'll give them up in those cases. Well, how does Kant's theory look from that perspective? And with regard to intentions of actions, universalizability of various actions, it seems to give a good account about why certain actions or certain judgments that we make are, while not consistent with utilitarianism, are consistent with Kant's theory. But there are certain things that people have identified that can be problematic from this perspective. And that is, one is that some people argue that Kant's claim that we have an absolute duty not to lie is inconsistent with our considered moral judgments. Remember, we've considered a couple of examples, and here's an example that I think really helps bring this home. For example, you have the case of someone's lying to Nazis about the location of Jews. Now, Kant, or at least what Kant says about lying, is that it's an absolute duty. You can never violate it. Even in a case like this, you can't violate it. But many people argue that it would be morally acceptable to lie in this case. That is, that it's morally acceptable to lie in this case to prevent a person from being murdered. So while in certain areas Kant's theory is more consistent with our considered moral judgments than certain cases of utilitarianism, Kant too has cases in which it is problematic, just like this one.